Well, good Monday morning, Alaska. We are continuing to chase some 70-degree days across South Central, and we may even see that later today. But of course, we're still watching the return to some rain across a large portion of the state. Giving you a look at what we're seeing outside across the region. Yes, we are holding on to some cloud coverage for the first part of the day, but largely expecting mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies to be expected throughout the afternoon and evening hours. Both today as well as tomorrow will provide an opportunity for temperatures to warm into the 70s before rain does build back in across South Central. Now, as far as what we're dealing with in terms of those 70-degree days, notice over the last 5 days we have managed to warm into the 70s at least 3 times. Yesterday we did hit 68 degrees, still a nice day to get outside. In fact, Sunday was the nicest day that we did see through the weekend, and we're right on par with where we should be for this time of year when it comes to the number of 70-degree days in Anchorage. You can see typically during the month of July we see about 7 days. We're currently at 6. If we hit it today, it'll be 7, and if we see it tomorrow, we'll see those 8 days. So we'll have a chance to close out July with either 7 or 8 days where those temperatures have warmed into the 70s, which is far warmer than what we did see last July in terms of those 70-degree days. Looking at those temperatures this morning, we do have 62 in Fairbanks, 57 in Deadhorse, 52 degrees in Bethel, and then 40s and 50s out towards the Aleutians, while Yakutat already at not even 10 a.m. already sitting at 70 degrees. Parts of southeast will see those temperatures warming into the mid to upper 70s later today, and there will be a chance that we'll see some increasing rain showers for parts of the Panhandle later this evening, with persistent rain showers likely carrying us through the rest of this week. But notice those blobs of green you're seeing on that map. That comes from an area of frontal pressure, or frontal system I should say, that's draped across the state. Most of that rain really gripping the western interior into the central interior, with some light showers that are for locations north of the Brooks Range. So we'll continue to keep with this active weather for the next couple of days. We've still got that ridge out over the open waters of the Bering Sea and the Aleutians. While that is keeping most locations dry, we can't rule out a spot shower, and of course embedded up underneath that ridge is some clouds as well as some foggy conditions. Largely expecting dry weather for Southwest due to the influence from that ridge, but we can't rule out some spotty to isolated showers. Now, notice what we have ongoing across the state. There's our ridge out over the Aleutian Islands, that low that's in the northern Pacific and southern Gulf of Alaska. That's the low that impacted us Friday, that brought us that widespread rain. We're also seeing an area of low pressure out towards the Chukchi Sea, which is largely going to lead to that increasing rain throughout a good portion of this week. But we're kind of nestled in between 2 ridges. We've got that ridge out over the open waters of the Bering Sea, and then of course we've got that little brief ridge out over the Yukon as you head through Canada. You can see this better when you look at the upper level map. When you see those orange, that's that ridge you're dealing with out over the Bering. Then we've got that brief ridge as you build out into parts of Canada. So we're kind of stuck in between ridges here across South Central with that area of low pressure to the south. So what's going to be happening here over the next couple of days? Notice that movement over the low pressure that's in the southern Gulf of Alaska and northern Pacific Ocean. That will continue to lead to waves of rain moving into southeast here over the next couple of days. We'll see some rain arriving later this evening, but largely expecting the Panhandle to remain dry today before that rain does arrive. And it's not going to be widespread. It's just going to be some scattered to persistent rain showers that stay with us through a good portion of this week. Today, though, will bring the best chance that we'll see those temperatures warming into the 70s for southeast. But that low to the north, that will steadily continue to dig south across the state with that frontal system that continues to move east and south across Alaska. That's going to keep rain in the forecast for the Aleutians, parts of western Alaska, the interior, and then eventually here in South Central, we'll tap into some of that rain as we welcome into our Tuesday and Wednesday. So locations of the western interior, central interior, you'll see those rain showers steadily increasing throughout the day. If you live out towards the northern north of the Brooks Range, we're expecting to see just some hit or miss showers sticking around for your Monday into Tuesday, and can't rule out a rogue thunderstorm through the Brooks Range, more so for locations that right along that frontal system as it continues to move south and east. Now into your Tuesday, overnight into Tuesday, you can see widespread rain will begin to build into the central interior and then build eastward into the Tanana Valley, the eastern interior, and then out towards the Alcan border. So we'll see this rain staying with us the next couple of days. By tomorrow afternoon, we'll begin to see some showers building into into South Central, but the better return of that moisture arrives as we welcome in your Wednesday morning on into the early afternoon. That comes as that system kind of pulls to the south and begins to dry out for the interior. So how much rain can we expect to see over the next couple of days? Nothing significant. We'll see anywhere from about 1/4 of an inch out towards, as you head towards areas north of the slope, out towards western Alaska. We may see a few hundredths of an inch to about less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. Fairbanks, surrounding locations could see up to 3/4 of an inch. And then here in South Central, we'll see anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to about 3/10 of an inch of rain Tuesday into Wednesday. And then you can see that ongoing light rain for the panhandle will amount to about 1/10 of an inch each and every day, where we could top out near 1/2 an inch by Wednesday out towards Juneau. Now the Aleutians, far reaches of southwestern Alaska, largely will stay dry thanks to that ridge that will influence the weather. But we will see that ridge slowly building eastward throughout the week. So the next couple of days, it'll still be nice and warm through the interior, but it will be cooler compared to what we'll see by week's end. The coolest day comes tomorrow with that widespread rain building into the interior. We'll see a high of 61 Tuesday, and then we gradually warm back into the 70s, possibly even near 80 degrees by Friday and Saturday. So that is some good news if you like that warmer weather, and it arrives just in time for your weekend. But we've got to get through these next couple of days with some rain showers. Thankfully, not widespread outside of the rain we'll see tomorrow, and this will continue to help kind of dampen any of that wildfires that we see across the state, which we have certainly been fared a lot better compared to what we could have seen earlier this year with that dry winter that we did see leading up into the spring. As far as what we're going to see across the state today, temperature-wise, 70s out towards southeast. Again, if you live through the southern panhandle, you'll see some increasing showers arriving by dinner time, and those will steadily build north throughout the week. 68 in Fairbanks today, 63 in McGrath. You can see the slope, 50s and 60s. We've also got fairly mild conditions for western Alaska, but we can't rule out some isolated showers. And then the Aleutians largely sitting up under some cloud coverage, but temperatures may nose their way near 60 degrees. So we're chasing 70 here across South Central, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Typical for this, what we typically see is those morning clouds staying with us, and then by the afternoon we begin to see those burn off. So we will see that sunshine building back in throughout the day, with the exception of locations north of about Willow, where we're going to begin to see the influence of that frontal system that's pushing south and east through the interior. So if you live out towards Talkeetna, Trapper Creek, Cantwell, you may see some spotty to isolated showers, but you will see a noticeable increase in cloud coverage throughout the day. So rain returns gradually through Wednesday. Wednesday looks to be our best chance of seeing some of that rain, and then it kind of tapers off through the rest of the week. We could see some showers by Saturday. That's still well away for the rest of this week, so we'll talk about that later. But we may see some showers coming up into the weekend that we'll be watching, but largely expecting our best chance of rain to come throughout the day Tuesday and then into our Wednesday. And that 7-day forecast showing that today and tomorrow will bring the best shot for temperatures to warm near, if not into the lower 70s. And then as July draws to a close, we'll keep with those rain showers. But notice this weekend, we are back in the mid to upper 60s. We'll see some sunshine breaks, largely expecting partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies as we welcome in the start of August. And again, that chance for some showers carries us into your Saturday. So beautiful forecast overall, despite the chance for some rain that's going to stick around here over the next couple of days. And again, the interior, you'll see that best chance of rain into your Tuesday. Of course, rain will stay with you through at least Thursday morning, but the most widespread activity will be Tuesday. Here in South Central, while we'll see some showers tomorrow, best chance for us arrives Wednesday, and then southeast, you'll see that gradual return to some rain throughout the week as waves of rain move in from the south from that area of low pressure. So we'll be talking about that more coming up at the noon show as well as in the evening newscast. For now, get outside, enjoy the beautiful day that we're going to have as we make another run near 70. Even if we don't hit it, we'll see those temperatures warming into the mid to upper 60s, but we'll continue to track this upcoming weather pattern. But overall, still pleasant, still warm across a good portion of the state. We'll see those 80s for the interior by week's end. Again, we'll have more coming up in the evening news show. For now, make sure you have a great Monday and a great rest of the work week.